G'day guys, how's it going? My name is AussieTash and we are back with another reaction video. Mate, I just stumbled across this video on YouTube. We have a young Canadian who has lived in Canada for 25 years. He's now been in Australia for a year and he's posted up a video about the differences between living in Australia and Canada. Really looking forward to doing it. Like I said, guys, I just watched the start just to get a little bit of knowledge and background behind what the video is. I have not watched it to see the differences. So yeah, really looking forward to see the differences in a perspective of a young Canadian to the differences of Australia and Canada. Okay, let's get into it. The differences between Australia and Canada. Let's go. Well, that's obviously in Canada. Yeah, well, this is in Canada, isn't it? That's Australia. There you go. Maybe. Yeah.
Canada, Australia, really similar in a lot of ways. I mean, we're Australia's snow brothers, but in a lot of ways, we're pretty different as well. So I've been in Canada for 25 years of my life.
Yeah.
Been in Australia now for a year. So I think I got a good grasp generally of the differences between the two, because some of them are pretty shocking and surprising to me. And I'd be curious if anybody else kind of sees the same things, or
Interested.
y'all don't see it the same way. Yeah, I got a list of things that I wrote down. So I'm going to kind of run through the main differences that I see between Canada and Australia.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Sunscreen. You need a lot of it, mate. Slip, slop, slap. 100%.
First up, the weather.
Get that
That's
50 plus
one.
on you,
Low-hanging fruit, but I feel like I never would have thought or realized how big of a difference, like, the extremes of each country are.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just thinking back to when I was in Calgary, and it was like minus 30 degrees, freezing, a couple minutes of exposed skin, you'd have frostbite type level of cold. And then I've been in Cairns for 6 months. Not
you're
now,
in
but
Cairns.
I was. And
oh, you crazy bastard.
By November, summertime, 10, 15 minutes of exposed skin, I felt like I was just getting these unbelievable, not even burns. It was beyond that. It was
shrimp,
like this harsh rash on my skin.
Yeah.
So the extremes are very different. And then just generally, obviously, it is a lot hotter here most of the time versus Canada. It's cold most of the time. Next up, big difference is the coffee culture and the vibes around it.
Okay.
I find here it's a lot more emphasis on getting coffee with your mates, with your friends, and going kind of just to hang out and have a social outing, versus back home, you're getting coffee because you want to get fired up, because you want the energy, you want to get that caffeine boost.
Okay.
So you're always in the to-go cups, you're getting the big extra larges, just more caffeine, the better, to just work more. Whereas here, I feel like it's more just a part of enjoying your day, just seeing your friends. And
okay, so for me, I'm definitely embrace drinking coffee more the Canadian way. I drink 2 coffees in the morning to get me up, ready to go. Do I honestly go and sit down and have coffee with friends? Yeah, not too much, mate. Not too much. I think in Australia, what you'd call soccer mums, they love to go out and have their coffees and their chats together. Me, not so much. Caffeine is to get yourself going for your working day. Yeah, so that's primarily why I drink the caffeine that I drink.
With the coffee too, culture, I know before I came, it got hyped up for the coffee being good. And I've only recently sort of noticed that, because I've had a friend who's sort of told me which cafes are better around here for coffee. And at first I didn't think it was anything. I thought it was just, people saying it. You just never know if it's true or not. Go to Melbourne. Certainly noticed that they have the best coffee in the world. And I've noticed the difference between a good and a really good spot here, which gets me excited because I want to go to Melbourne at some point.
Of course.
I know Melbourne, any Aussie would
don't waste your time, big fella,
to get coffee. So I'd be curious if anybody knows of good spots to go get coffee there, because I want to go for like the Aussie Open. So
okay,
cool to try coffee there.
That's cool.
Definitely a lot nicer culture around caffeine. Aside though, obviously there's different names here for the coffee. When I first got here, I ordered a iced coffee. I was shocked when I first got it, when it had all that ice cream and whipped cream and it had all these toppings on it.
Yeah, I don't like whipped cream
Anybody
on my iced
from
coffee.
Canada,
No,
I
too
usually get an
much.
iced coffee. It's just going to be plain coffee with ice. No, not here.
No,
It's
we
got
have
all the
fancy
fixings.
iced
So
coffees, mate.
just an
Fancy,
FYI.
fancy.
Next is the lack of tipping culture or no tipping culture
Yeah, no.
here versus
No,
Canada,
thanks.
where it's very heavy, very prominent,
No.
which is really annoying. I think there's a few restaurants here in Australia where you will tip if it's
You
like really
can
good
tip.
sit down service. But besides that, they don't tip at all here
No.
versus Canada, where tipping is starting to even, in fact, like fast casuals. Like if you went to like Starbucks or Zambreros that they have here,
Oh,
you'd go there and
Zambreros,
they'd ask for
yummo.
tips. They'd turn the machine around you and want you to tip like 10% for just making the sandwich or the burrito, which,
No.
yeah, it shouldn't be on us, on the consumer, to make up for the lack of wages because
Exactly
the
right,
wages are
mate.
just not as good in Canada. Obviously, they need to prop it up to be a livable wage, but
Wow,
here
is that
they
your
just pay the
minimum?
staff a livable
Ugh.
wage, which is really nice and cool to see because, yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have to feel bad about not tipping. You know, they're good. They're making a solid living that they can afford to live off of. But
Yeah.
yeah, big difference. And with that,
Who do I tip? I generally tip Uber drivers, Uber Eats, DoorDash, and pretty much that's generally it. That's pretty much it for me. I might go to a really nice restaurant and because you can do the tips on the cards, because no one has bloody cash. They've all got their cards on, their phones. So, mate, there's no loose change to put in the tip jar anymore. So, you can elect to put like a $1 tip on top of your bill and stuff like that in restaurants and stuff. But generally, no, it's not something that we do. On the weekends, I might put a tip in, because they're working on a Saturday and a Sunday. I've worked in hospitality when I was very young, like in a teenager and in my early 20s. So yeah, I do know how hard and how much it sucks to be giving up your weekends working hospitality. So yeah, a nice tip, puts a smile on your face. But yeah, generally it's not within our culture. So yeah, she's all good, mate.
that too, it's kind of similar with like in restaurants or anywhere in general, but price is what you get here. So what you see is what you get. When you see
Oh
twenty
yeah,
dollars at a restaurant, you're paying
yeah.
$20.
Our
There's
GST
no
is already added
GST on
onto
top of
it.
that. There's no tax on top of that. There's no
Yeah.
tipping on top of that. There's no extra
Mm-hmm.
hidden service fee.
It's
As
all added
Canada,
on
I
top.
find you always have to
It's
really
all
look at a
included
bill.
in the
You have to
price.
like read through what you're paying for because there's always these extra fees on top of what you saw at the counter. Versus here, I haven't checked a bill. Like there hasn't been one
Probably
discrepancy.
check a bill, but buddy,
The menu
just
says
in
it's 20
case,
bucks.
check
It's
a
20
bill.
bucks. It's no nonsense, which I really appreciate. For food or just anything, any place you go to eat or buy stuff, what you see is what you get. There's no hidden fees. And yeah, it's really nice, and I really like that about being here in
What are you
Australia.
doing there with the
All right,
tags?
the next thing, big thing that's super obvious whenever you go to places is the quality of public amenities here. I find it to be just
Oh, okay.
head and shoulders above
Yeah, it's
Canada.
pretty cool, man.
Besides,
Yeah.
like hockey rinks and stuff, we take care of our hockey
We don't
rinks
pay
pretty
for
well.
any of
But
that stuff.
besides
Well,
that,
you
I
pay for it
find
in your rates,
like
guys. You
just the
pay for it in your
showers and
rates.
the
Yeah.
amenities,
Mm-hmm.
just out and about
Dog
in the
parks,
city,
outside
are just
gyms,
so much better.
barbecue
You can just have
areas,
such a nice
camping
day.
sites, and
Go
stuff
for a
like that.
surf,
Yeah.
play volleyball, hang out on the beach, shower off, go to a
Free
public barbecue
pools.
station out there, have a
Yeah.
picnic with your family, buy the nice parks that they have.
Mhm.
It's just done up a lot better. And I feel like here, to have a nice days, you don't need to spend money to do
No.
it here because they just take care of their public
No, you
facilities
don't.
a lot better here. So yeah, I really do appreciate that, and I think it's something that's when you go through the city, it's very obvious. It's pretty cool. All right, next, driving left side.
Okay, so to be able to have those amenities and stuff, it's not like we don't pay for them, guys. So we do. We pay what's called our rates. If you're a homeowner in Australia, you have to pay your rates every 3 months. That's just the law. In those sort of things, you pay your council rates or your shire rates, and that's how they afford to pay for all those, amenities like dog parks, walking parks, basketball fields, pickleball places that popping up everywhere now, skateboarding, barbecue areas, public free pools, all that sort of stuff all come out of the rates that we pay every 3 months. Oh, here we go, driving. Yes, we drive on the wrong side of the road. Here we go.
Of the
It's not
road,
that
right side of the
strange.
road. Big controversy. Yeah, I know. Which one's better? I still don't know. I
Are you
think they're both
driving, big
fine,
fella?
but left side in Australia, right side in Canada, and then you just swap everything in the car. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't notice a difference now. Took
there
me
you
a
go.
week, and now it's pretty good. But I notice here a lot. They're very on top of road safety. Like everybody here, there's like red light traffic cameras everywhere trying to get
Yeah.
you off your phone. So if you're on your phone at a red light, it's like a $1,200 fine. Which, comparing that to Canada,
Mate, the controversy behind it is this. It's very, very simple. The government in Australia just love um getting all the fines from the people. The government are the ones that are addicted to getting all the fines in revenue they can from traffic lights and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, yes, it was first put in, to encourage drivers to be safe and, deter drivers from making stupid choices. Hold on, these are coming off. But now it's more no, the government, they want the revenue. They want the revenue from these fines. So, yeah.
no one. It's just it's a lot more lackadaisical. No one cares as much. Yeah, I really noticed it in Cairns too because I found I got pulled over 3 times when I was in Cairns, and it was all while I was on a push bike. So they treat bikes very
Yeah.
much the same as cars here. But even the ones
Not
that I got pulled
e-bikes, not
over, it
yet,
was
but
I
soon.
was on my phone. I was on like a pedestrian path, and I wasn't even going more than like 2 or 3 kilometers an hour. And I get it.
Mm,
So it's like I get why they do it, but it does go to like a bit much at times, but
yeah.
it's definitely a lot different than
They love the
Canada.
revenue, mate.
So the general trust and safety that Australians have of each other is pretty unique. I find in Canada,
It's pretty
there used
cool,
to be
yeah.
some of that, but I feel like it's gotten worse over the years. Whereas
Hmm.
here, so every time I've gone to the beach and I'm like worried about hiding my stuff, my
Yeah, no,
Aussie
no
friends
one's
are like, dude,
stealing your
no,
stuff,
like
mate.
just
No.
leave your stuff on the beach,
Yeah.
relax. Or I've gone to the gym a few times and I'm trying to like hide all my stuff in the cubbies and tuck it behind my bag
No.
and under my shoes. And they're like, dude, like, what are you doing? And then
Yeah,
like
no one's
I'll
gonna
see in
steal
the
your
cubby,
stuff,
it's
mate.
like everybody else just has like wallet and keys just hanging out, ready
Hmm.
to be stolen, basically, right at the edge, and they just don't care. They trust people a lot more to not steal, which is really cool here. I noticed that a lot. And it is
Mate,
just safer feeling here.
let me tell you what's gonna happen if some idiot tries to do that. They're going to get tripped over by another Aussie bogan and they're gonna get belted with their thong. Everyone knows you just don't do that. It's just simple. You just don't do it. It's just dumb. It's just stupid, mate.
So I think that plays into it. There is just less tomfoolery and shenanigans going on generally.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, so that's a big difference because in Canada I wouldn't do that. I
Shenanigans.
would tuck my stuff away in the gym,
Nah, she's
beach,
all
any
good, mate.
place I'm trying to hide stuff. Whereas here it's a lot more nah, no one's gonna steal it. You're good. And of
Yeah.
course, I ended off with a couple slang words, differences.
Slang
One I
words.
just
Here we
learned
go.
was bum bag that they call here. So we
Yeah.
call it fanny pack back home. And I said that to
Fanny
the
pack.
Uber driver, and she
A
said that I
fanny's
can't.
your
Not that I can't say it, or I shouldn't say that
beep.
because here no one says fanny pack.
No,
Just because
because
it's
fanny means a
profanity here.
completely different
And
part of your body
I
in
found that kind of
Australia.
funny, just because.
I'm not going to tell you, but if you want to Google it, you're more than welcome to. But fanny does not mean your bum here in Australia. That's why we do not call them a fanny pack. We call them a bum pack or a bum bag.
Like here, they say "see you next Thursday" all the time. Definitely cuss a lot more, so that's a big difference.
Cuss.
A lot more cussing. I'm not saying we don't
Cussing.
cuss,
Oh,
but
you mean
it's
swearing?
more
Oh, yeah, for
prevalent
sure,
here
mate.
to just say
The
profanities
C
here.
bomb is
So I found that funny.
socially
Bum bag,
acceptable.
fanny pack.
Okay?
You got the flip flops versus thongs. I'm a flip flop guy here.
Yeah.
Everybody says thongs,
He
which
likes his
I think flip
songs.
flops is better. Maybe you guys could
Respect.
switch it back for me. That'd be great. We got pickup trucks. So pickup trucks get called utes here.
Oh, yeah. Utes.
Fair enough.
It's a pickup truck.
It's an interesting name. We call them pickup trucks. Trucks.
Yeah, no.
I think we'll always stick with that. But yeah, those are just a few of the words. I'll do a proper video on all of the words when I get to it. But I think those are sort of the big cultural
That's cool. Yeah, I like this
differences
dude.
that I see. There's a lot more intricacies, smaller things that are different, of course, but those are the biggest ones that I've noticed and I've seen. I'd be curious if that's how other people feel or not about the place. And again, this is just my opinion, my first person opinion.
His magpie
of what I've
dilemma.
lived so far. So
I haven't watched this video. I've just started watching this guy. I have to subscribe to his channel. He's only got a couple of hundred views, guys. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, jump on, have a look at more of his videos. One of the videos he has here is a Canadian's favorite Australian slang and a magpie dilemma. Well, that can't be good. That means he's been swooped by a magpie, and that's never. You're not having a good day if the magpie's after your hair. He's got a nice bit of hair. He's got a nice bit of hair on his head. So, yeah, I can see a magpie or a plover going after his hair. So, yeah. That was a really cool video, guys. The differences between Australia and Canada, I loved it. So many differences, so many things are the same. We are not going to start calling thongs flip-flops just for you. No, I'm sorry, mate. That's not going to happen. Okay, guys, that was the video for today. If you liked it and you're happy with it and you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. If you're not subscribed, jump on, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for all future live streams and videos. Cheers from down under. Take care. Bye.